Hey everyone, how's it going? I've got Scott Seargeant here with Seargeant Landscape and Arboriculture. How are you?
I'm great. How
Did
you
I
doing?
get that right?
You got it right.
Yes! How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I'm so glad. You know, we're always here. Everyone's always on the hustle and bustle, and I haven't sat you down and gave you the opportunity to let the community know what is it that Scott Seargeant is doing these days.
Right now, we finished up some pretty big projects.
Mm-hmm.
We did a landscape for the Navy
Okay.
over in Lemoore,
Okay.
and just wrapped that up. And now we're starting the maintenance. Big project.
Yes.
We got to see jets fly like 50, 60 times a day.
Nice.
Some on the left, some on the right. It was pretty cool. Watch them do maneuvers. Some of the pilots test the aircraft and their limits. And so it was kind of neat to watch those. It's not scary, but you know, you just look at that. This guy's going straight up, and then he turns around and goes straight down, and then they bank and they do it. Anyway, so that was a fun project. And I'm also doing a lot of consulting on trees.
Okay. Let them know what that's all about.
So, as an arborist, which means basically like a tree doctor, I do a lot of inspecting of trees.
Mm-hmm.
Most people call me, oh, my tree's sick, or something's wrong with my tree, or somebody pruned it really badly, and is there anything I can do?
Yeah.
And so I've always had it, but now I gave it a name called forensic analysis.
I love that.
So it's kind of like CSI, where they do a crime scene investigation and they do autopsies on bodies. Well, you can do that on trees.
It's life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all living organisms.
Exactly. And trees put on new wood every year.
Mm-hmm.
So
The rings, that's how you
Yes.
count it. That's how you know how old
Right.
it is.
And so they get bigger. So when they get an injury, what the tree wants to do is they want to hide that injury as fast as they can.
Okay.
So they put on new wood. But sometimes they put on wood and it covers the wound and you don't see it.
So you don't know it's there.
But until there's a stressor and the tree cracks out
Yes.
because of that injury. Pruning is an injury. So I get lots of calls like, oh yeah, I have a tree and a limb split out of it. And then I go there and I say, well, when's the last time a tree was pruned? So about 5 years ago. And most things that happen to trees negatively don't show up for 8 to 12, 15 years.
Wow, they're like old.
Well, for
Yeah,
trees, actually,
right?
it's still young. I mean, trees, I work on some trees that are 400 years old.
I feel like trees talk very slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be. Some of them fast. It's been trees are like people. There's just so many different types and kinds, and tall ones, wide ones, all kinds. But I did get to work up in the giant sequoias,
Nice.
and I have a 3-year contract up there to protect them while they do road construction.
Okay.
So, very specific things, like when they're peeling up the asphalt, it's got to be very slow. I have to identify where roots are or where I think they are. And in that situation, they got to, it's almost like very, very, very tedious.
Yes.
And they have to lift it up and then peel it away, and,
Is that part of because I know there's the laws, like the oaks are protected. Is that part of that?
No, well, there's different agencies, different government bodies have different rules for different things. Obviously, the U.S. Forest Service, with the giant sequoias, that's under their jurisdiction. Whereas down here in Visalia has their own little laws about protecting oaks. So it's very geographical.
Yeah. I love that they care. I love that they brought you out there to make sure that these trees are going to be okay.
Yeah, and it can be difficult because the guys doing the road, they're trying to do their job, but they don't know about trees, and so they don't understand that one rip of a root 10, 12, 15, 20 years from now can cause that tree damage or fall over. So it's interesting. I got a lot of really good information.
You?
I'm sorry?
Are they respecting the fact that you're there doing that?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I have the authority to stop the project.
Love it.
And I don't do that because most of the time they're very much in compliance.
Yes.
We're all there for the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't have any giant sequoias, no one's going up to the forest, or at least not that many, right? So, and there's only about 8,000 left of the giant ones.
Wow.
Yeah, we lost a lot in the 2000 or 2020, 2021 fires.
Mm-hmm.
We lost a lot of big trees.
Oh, wow. That's not
so-
a lot.
No, that's
yeah.
nothing. That's like endangered.
Yeah. Seems like it.
Yeah. Now there's tons and thousands and maybe even more than thousands of little ones after the fire.
Okay.
Fire is a regenerating thing. It's actually good for the forest.
Wow.
The problem is that we've suppressed fire so many years that the buildup of fuel, like broken, branches and needles that's built up, is so thick that it's, when a fire does happen, it's catastrophic. It just burns and burns and burns. That burns hotter, gets up in the tree top, and it's called ladder fuel. So they have that fuel that causes it to go up the tree, and then you get treetop fires, and that's the worst.
Huh.
So anyway, I have the project where I'm working on that in the redwoods, and I have the Navy project, and I have several other. I'm very, very fortunate to be able to do some really cool project. I helped with a golf course in Mexico City.
Nice.
I did a little work in Canada. I've been all the way to Washington D.C. and back, and published a lot of articles on trees and stuff like that. So I'm transferring less in the dirt and more on the page, so to
Okay.
speak.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to give back and teach people, which is really sorely needed. My mentor, Dr. Alex Shigo, was the chief pathologist for the U.S. Forest Service,
Okay.
and I was mentoring, he was mentoring me and other people, and he unfortunately died in 2004.
Okay.
So a lot of his teachings there's people that never even heard of him.
You got to keep the legacy going.
Well, it's
Yeah.
true, and I go to a conference and I talk and I go, well, and I mention his name, and it's like,
They're not even knowing who he is anymore.
no, I was like, yeah, I've heard of him. It's like, oh my God. And he's the one that changed the way we look at trees from like the old arboriculture to the new ways and the science behind trees. And that's what I'm trying to convey. I'm just trying to teach people that just because a tree lives after what you did to it doesn't necessarily mean that's good, right? So
Okay.
there's the longevity to it.
Mm-hmm.
I see so many trees, and you cut them open and you look and you find where the injuries are, and then you count the rings back. And I mean, I've been doing this for a long time,
Yeah.
and between 8 and 12 years is when a tree will either fail or fall over or die after a major injury.
Mm-hmm.
And it's especially around here with the old valley oaks, it's like, okay, they will lop that limb off, or you put on your calendar like
You already know when
8
it-
years from now, right?
Oh,
And you get there and they're
man.
like, well, not quite yet, but usually. I mean, there's some that last longer, some that are less, but that's what I found is a lot of injuries 8 to 12 years later. And so then it's like part of my forensic analysis is being able to go in there and say, this is what happened to this tree back at this time.
Wow.
And so now there's lawsuits because of my testimony that have happened. I've had 7 in the last 3 years. And I didn't have 7 in the last 25 years or 30
Wow.
years. And so it's becoming a thing where like, no, you can't just come in here and ruin my trees.
Yeah.
It's like you were professional.
Oh, the pruners, lawsuits with the pruners because they're going and they don't know what they're doing.
A lot of them. There's some really good
Yeah.
trimmers and ones that are licensed, and they
You
belong-
really do need to know what you're doing. So these people, so when they're trimming them wrong or when you're doing it yourself.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I get a lot of homeowners call me, oh, can you come take a look and see what I can do? I was like, probably should have called somebody, but
Yeah.
And you get those, and there's ways to restore trees, depending on how old they are, what they happen to them, what time of year. Right?
Okay.
So there's lots of things like that can be done. But that keeps me busy. I mean, I do landscaping, get the guys going in the morning, then I go and do tree stuff, and I'll climb a tree if I have to.
Yeah.
Just take samples, and I go in and put them under the microscope and take pictures. Nowadays with microscopes, they all have digital photos on them, so it's so much easier than the old school of trying to blow it up. And so it's like you can just put a report, put them in there, boom, 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 look, and says, and most people, I say, well, you can see it's very obvious that the tree was damaged right here. Look at the years. And at first, the people are like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then when you break it down to them, it's like tree rings, right? When we all learned that in school.
I remember.
Most of the time, one ring is 1 year. And so here's the injury, and a tree reacts to injury. It's just like we cut ourselves, we get a scab.
That's the tree's scab.
Yeah, it's a scar. So the scar, but it's hidden inside years of wood. And so when the tree fails or dies or has to be removed, those are usually in there. Now, sometimes they're not because trees have rot, and sometimes the rot eats everything away, and all the evidence is gone.
Yeah, all the evidence.
Unfortunately, but so that's why I say it's never 100%.
Yeah.
Nothing is in life, right? And
Right.
we do the best we can.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what we're doing, and I'm speaking more. Been to Chicago, been to Atlanta, been to New Orleans. Going back to Chicago this winter, in January, and I've got a few more speaking engagements coming up, so it's good. A lot of writing, writers will call me to get expert advice on an article they're writing.
Yeah.
So they'll say, hey, can you give me some tips on whatever, pruning this or these shrubs or that kind of stuff? So I'll give them that, and then I get credit in the article.
There you go.
So it works out really well. It really helps my I don't know, my Google score, I guess.
Yeah. What is it? Your street cred.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's I just find time to go on vacation, then it would be nice.
Absolutely. Hey, work hard, play hard though, and you are having fun out there. I see your guys's your guys's fun times out there on the planes and everything. You're turning your work trips into play trips, aren't you? That's how you got to do it.
Yeah. It's nice when you can go somewhere because of work,
but still get to enjoy. Yes.
Yeah, and enjoy. Work a little bit and play and work. Get there early and leave late.
Absolutely.
Do all your work in the middle, and that's a blessing right there. That's just like best. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for talking with us. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, what I like to ask the people is if they want to say to the community any words of motivation or inspiration that you have for them, what would that be?
Boy, that's a good one. Watch your watering.
Oh.
Okay? Most of our trees are overwatered, over-fertilized, and when you think you're getting over your head, call a professional.
There you go. Thank you so much. We didn't give them your information. You want to tell them how they can get a hold of you?
You can call me at 559-799-8805. You can email me at SSEARGEANT at att.net, and you can look me up. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. Not too much on Twitter and those kind of. I have to sleep sometime.
Sometimes.
It's so much work to do social media, but
yeah,
it's worth it. Pays off. So.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Scott.
You bet. Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll see you.